One of the things I wish that more people understood about being dyslexic is just how much time it costs to be dyslexic. Because a lot of the time, people don't see that. The only people who really see that are the dyslexic ones who are sitting there in the library trying to get things done day in and day out, who are sacrificing spending time with friends, spending time with family, taking care of themselves physically. We're sacrificing all of these really valuable parts of life, not because we necessarily want to, but because that's what we have to do to get done what needs to be done. And that sacrifice hurts. And yet, as a dyslexic person, when you're a student, when you're sitting there, when you're trying to make sure like the papers are written, the assignments are done, the books are read, like the articles are read, everything is done. When you're sitting there trying to do that, it doesn't really feel like you have a choice if you want to succeed. And part of that is just because of like the challenges with reading comprehension that make it so it's like if I want to get this, I have to read through it multiple times. Part of it is like if I'm using accessibility things, sometimes that makes things faster, but sometimes that actually adds delays. That makes things take longer. Some of that is because so often for dyslexic individuals, if I'm learning about this, if in order to be able to understand that, I also need to understand these 17 other things so that I have a really good, clear picture of that one thing and how it all fits within context. But even doing that, that takes a lot of time. And what's crazy is that despite how common it is for dyslexic students to be that student, to be the one that lives in the library, that's always working, that's always not trying to get way ahead of everybody else, but just trying to keep up, despite all of the work that goes into that, so often people look at dyslexic individuals and they're like, you're just lazy. If you would just apply yourself a little bit more, you'd do a little bit better. And that could not be more wrong. Because when you're dyslexic, it costs so much time to be dyslexic. Like doing all of these things as a dyslexic person, it takes time. And I wish more people got that.